Let's say that you've won them for 500, right? And all you've got left is 100. You had a bad session. And now your short stack is ugly. It's upside down. You got, man, I've only got $100 left. What am I going to do? Well, situational play to me is a big piece of being a quote unquote good gambler, if you can be such a thing. And here in session 19, situational play, I want to talk about short stacks. And it's one of my favorite ways to look at all the games. We can talk about craps, and I'll go to the table, we'll talk craps today a little bit about this, but this works in really any game. The concept of short stacking works in any game. And here's, what is a short stack? A short stack is nothing more than some limited number of units, right? It's less than what you started with, or it's less than your desired spread. It might be your exact spread, but typically speaking, a short stack is a tiny amount of chips. It could be, I started with 500, I've got $100 left. I'm short stacked. I've got 1 unit left, or one bullet left. Or if I break that stack down, I've got 4 bullets, 4 quarter-size bullets. It's less than I was started with. It's what I got left. Okay. It could be a triggered count. Okay. I frame that sometimes like it's a bad thing. Like, hey, you've only got X number of units, right? It could be, you know what? I won some money and this is my last run. It could be I lost money. This is my last ditch effort. It could be I've regressed and this is what my number is. This is my stack after a regression. This is what I've got. It's the remainder, right? In any of these cases, it's a small amount of chips. It's a small portion of what's big in your rack. And I think that's an important thing to realize what it is. And I think with short stacking, it's important to understand why are you in the short stack situation. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. You might be, like I say here, at the end of your rope. You might have had a bad run, and here you are. You start with $500, you're down to your last 100. You're short stack. You've only got a tiny bit of chips left. You have 4 greens left, 10 black, or 1 black, or 10 sets of red left, right? That's what you got. A short stack could be a good thing. Today was a good example on my Daily Paycheck show. It could be your excess profit. Right, today we won on our show $1,300 in our initial play. I locked up $1,150 and I went out there with $150. I short stacked myself. I said it's excess profit. It's what I have left to play with. I'm permitting myself to put this tiny amount of money out. Out of $8,000, I played with $150 or $160 across. Right? It was excess profit as a short stack play, and I played it aggressively, and we won another couple $100 with it. Right? That's the idea of short stacking excess profit. It's okay to be short stacked if you're locking up other things and you're satisfied with the win. That's another thing. You can make it, like I said before, a regression target. Let's say that you're 320 across in a craps table. Let's say that you're $100 on black in roulette. That's your boom. You're putting 4 greens out there and you win the 4 greens. You're like, hell yeah, babe, won 4 greens, right? Take it all back and regress down to 1 green, right? And maybe that 1 green actually, or maybe let's say 2 greens. You take back all that money, right? You take back your initial 100 plus the 100 you won, right? Back to your rack, and you take the $50 that's left and you do 5 $10 bets with it. That's a short stack of 5 units, 5 $10 units. Okay, it's a target that you hit. On a craps table, you might go big across, 320 across, take a hit for $70, right? Pull the 320 back and take that $70 that you won, and that's a short stack. It's a tiny amount of money. It's less than you started with. It's not your initial spread. You're gonna play that down. Now you got where you want to get to. Congratulations, play it out. Okay, a short stack could also be seen as part of your play. Like I railed earlier about, you know, people who play games where they have enough for 10 series. I'm going to play craps with enough money for this amount of money for 10 shooters, or roulette, this amount of money for, 10 series of 5 spins. This is how a lot of people play roulette, right? Whatever that looks like, that little bit that you're setting aside for that shooter or that series or this part of the shoe in a card game, your series spread is a short stack, and you put yourself in a position where you say, I'm going to play that amount of money. I'm not going to dig into the main rack until the series is completed, and you let that thing roll itself out. That's, again, a short stack. You might use a short stack in a switch situation. Like, it ain't going well. I'm trying this thing. I'm finding that my shoe is in a chop. I'm finding that I'm getting beat. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go to a different way of playing. Instead of going with a regression strategy, I'm going to go with a builder strategy, right? I short stack myself and say, you know what? Instead of regressing from $100 down to a quarter, I'm going to start at a quarter, take $100 and get 4 whacks at a quarter to try and do a quick build instead of trying to regress down. You might switch it up and again, short stack yourself to achieve a different kind of goal with a different kind of mindset. And that's again, looking at why you got there. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you win your way into a short stack and it's all good. But really it's about how you play it, right? The short stack, to me, the way that you hammer these things is with a scoped goal, right? To me, take 3 units and win 1 and say, cool, did it. Took 3 units, won a unit, stack the 1 unit up, go back out with 3 units again. Win another one, stack the 1, go back out with 3. Win again, stack the 1, 100% profit from my 3 units. Bye. Keep on doing that if you want to, but that's a way to kind of go out there and reset, go out there and reset. Winning 2 from 5, winning 5 from 10. Find ways to take what you've got and have a scoped small goal. Can I take these 10 units? Can I take the $100, break it up into 10 sets of $10, make each of those $10 win $10 and come back from it? That's an interesting way to do it. You can also play a short stack ride or die style, and I won't ever tell you not to, right? If you're going to do a regression system, let's say you're going to go from $100 down to 25 on the roulette or in baccarat, and take that 25 and go, I'm going to go 3 times full press. We're going to do three parlays, a paroli for 3 times. Burn it. Burn it with purpose. That's cool too, if that's your plan. Take the 100, regress to 25, and just beat the crap out of it 3 times and see if you can get it done. On the craps table, take a $70 win, go 64 across, and hammer them with it. Fine. If that's your purposeful play, then go for it. But again, it's the short stack that you're starting from. You're not going back into your rack to try and replace that as you go. I advise, where you can, split or merge the units either way, right? You can turn $100 or turn $5 into 10 or 15 if you can do it, right? You can turn 4 units into 1 unit, right? And what I mean by that is you can take $50, turn it into 10 $5 units. You can take $100, turn it into 10 $10 units or 20 $5 units. You can split them down into smaller sizes and take a lot of small cracks at it. You can also take 4 green chips and go, well, I'm short stacked 4 green chips. I'm going to merge it and make 1 black out of it and go past line black, or go, even black or whatever. You can either way do that, right? I would prefer, me personally, I merge them, I split them out and get more cracks at it. But I can see a case where you say, you know what, I'm taking the short stack, smash it together and get 1 hammer, right? That's a fine way to approach it if you're going to do it that way. But again, it's your approach to it. Okay, I recommend building a lock stack, right? When I'm in a short stack situation, like I gave you the example before, if I win a little bit, I lock half and I increase my short stack by half of my win, right? If I win again, lock up half of that, increase the short stack by half the win, and kind of keep building up your rack or your profit piles and build up your bet sizing as you go. I think short stack playing is the biggest challenge you're going to face, because I think a lot of us look at our rack and go, man, that rack is loaded with chips. I can go out there big and do all this crazy stuff. And in reality, if you break it up into smaller chunks and play the smaller chunk really hard, and that smaller chunk generates money, guess what? Over the time, you can sort of build that money up. You got me? There it is. What else about short stacks? I would recommend you challenge yourself a little bit, right? 3-unit challenge. I used to do this all the time. The 3-unit challenge, hard, right? Take 10 units and make 3 out of it. Take 15 units and make 3 units out of it. It's hard. Take 15 and make 5. Make a 1/3 profit. It is really, really hard to do this, right? Take 5 units and make 1. Just make 1 unit. Right? This is where things like the horseman come into play, or come betting strategies, or simple builder strategies. Like take 5 units, put 2 units on each dozen on 2 dozens in roulette, right? That generates, if one of your dozens hits, it generates a 2-unit profit, right? That takes 5 units and makes 2 out of it. You do it a second time, you made 4 units in a couple of spins. That's the idea, right? Hunt down a small streak. Other ideas you might have to play your short stacks are obviously welcome and open, right? So think about ways that you might pursue doing some of that stuff. So keep it simple, right? I think crap strategies, I think roulette strategies, they tend to be, especially roulette strategies, are super complicated, right? All this comes down to ultimately is coverage and win rate. That's it. What percentage of the board are you covering on a roulette table or on a craps table? What is your spread? What is your risk? And keep it as simple as possible, right? If you're gonna follow a betting pattern, cool. If you're gonna go on a baccarat blackjack and go 1 unit, 2 unit, 4 unit out, or you're gonna go 1 unit, 3 unit, 2 unit out, we're gonna go 1, 2, like that. Fine, follow your pattern and keep it simple. Don't try and do all the crazy math. Don't try and chase things around. Nobody has intuition that helps them win, right? You just play your pattern. Your betting patterns either work or they don't on a given day. The thing is, when they work, you got to get out. If you're going to short stack it like we did today and it works, get out. When it works, it works. You got to run, right? That's here, mindset discipline. Keep things simple. Always, always, always keep things simple. The more we overcomplicate things, the more we think about things, the worse that it is for you. Always. So keep it simple. That's my note for the day. And there it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave us a comment here in the comment section for the video. But really better still, join us on Discord. Go to casinogaming.tv and hit the community link in the menu there and join our Discord. That's where me, other YouTubers, and all of our subscribers hang out. We sit there and talk strategy and just BS kind of all day long. It's a great way to get connected and stay connected and kind of interact with the team, learn about meetups and get-togethers and all that kind of stuff. So with all that said, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.